I need to have you create a visual aid for what I'm going to talk about today. Would you take a minute to create in your mind a picture of what it will look like when you are exalted in the celestial kingdom? Part of that picture you may not have thought about that I want to make sure you include, I want to call this the complete picture of exaltation, is that you will be there with someone who is head over heels in love with you and that you are very much in love with. That's the complete picture of exaltation I'd like to talk about today because it's the Tuesday before Valentine's Day. So, in the spirit of New Year's resolutions, I want to propose 2 Valentine's Day resolutions. Some of these resolutions are about, one is about preparing us, and one is about helping others to prepare for that complete picture of exaltation. And I recognize that in Heavenly Father's plan, not all the parts of that picture will happen in this life. So the first Valentine's Day resolution. When I was a student in your situation, I was a senior, and my parents were on a mission, but not any mission. They were on a mission, you can see the picture, on a little tiny island in the middle of the Indian Ocean off the coast of Africa. And this is in the days before cell phones and internet. Letters took weeks, and phone calls were expensive and really didn't happen, so they were out of contact. But I was a senior, and I was trying to get ready for graduate school, and they had told me that they would help me financially prepare, and I needed to talk to them. So I talked with my other family members, and they said, try and call them. So I got real excited, and that very next Saturday, I got in a room with my landline phone all alone, and I thought, I'm going to talk to my parents. I'm going to hear their voice. It took 2 operators, and when I finally connected to him, I heard my father's voice as clear as a local phone call. He said, Jack. I said, yes, I've got some exciting things to talk to you about. And then before I could even begin to talk about what I wanted to talk about, my father got in this mode of like he had a conversation all prepared for me. And he said, Jack, you just give up too easily. You need to try harder and not give up and try again. And I thought, what is he talking about? And then he said, you need to go back and kiss that girl. You need to try again and go back and kiss her and not give up. And then I knew what he was talking about. I was their last unmarried child. They had been worried about going on a mission. And somewhere in a little tiny part of one of my letters, I had said encouraging news to them that I had gone out with a girl several times. I had tried to give her a first kiss, and she had turned her head and would not let me kiss her. So I was not going to go out with her again. That is what bothered my father on the other side of the world. So he said things like, are you a man or a mouse? He said, you're thinking about becoming a lawyer. You have to use persuasive skills like a lawyer does. And then he said to me, now you go